Broadway Tabernacle at 340 Broadway and Worth Street. Frederick Douglass came to New York as a fugitive slave, but when he returned later in life, he was an international celebrity, speaking to packed audiences at the Broadway Tabernacle. After publishing his best-selling autobiography in 1845, The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, Douglass's reputation and notoriety rose, and so did the dangers of being recaptured. So he toured Great Britain, speaking passionately about abolition, temperance, women's rights, and universal suffrage. "I am an outcast from the society of my childhood, and an outlaw in the land of my birth." When Frederick Douglass returned to the U.S. as a free man, he thrilled giant anti-slavery conventions like the meetings of the American Anti-Slavery Society. These meetings often filled the Broadway Tabernacle, one of New York's largest public halls. Douglass's May 1847 speech shocked many Americans and inspired others. Although he was happy to return home, he was angry that slavery in the United States had forced him to seek refuge abroad. "I have no love for America as such. I have no country. What country have I? The institutions of this country do not know me, do not recognize me as a man." Yet he recognized that his cause was gaining allies. "Here are men and brethren identified with me by their hatred of slavery, identified with me by their love and aspirations for liberty, identified with me by the stripes upon their backs, their inhuman wrongs and cruel sufferings." Frederick Douglass gave the opening oration for the American Anti-Slavery Society for the next 3 years. And he continued to sting the conscience of America, once celebrating the 4th of July by saying, "The sunlight that brought light and healing to you has brought stripes and death to me. This 4th of July is yours, not mine. You may rejoice. I must mourn." This edition of the New York Historical Society's Hidden Sites of Slavery and Freedom Tour explores the life of Frederick Douglass and the Underground Railroad in New York. It has been generously supported by the Verizon Foundation and the United States Department of Education. Other walking, talking tours can also be found at www.nyhistory.org.